Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Friday, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world. And the world to New Zealand. What's the worst thing you ever did at school? Did you ever get in a fight with 150 other kids? Like what happened yesterday at Rosehill School? With the police having to attend twice. And I think they're back there this morning. That's up there, isn't it? It's right up there. I think I once wagged a class so I could have a band practice. So, I don't know how naughty that is. And then I wrote... there was one time I wrote, God, I hate maths on the desk in my maths class. Which was a bad move on my part because the teacher had literally just had all the desks cleaned the period before. She had a seating plan, so she knew it was me. So that was womble duty right there. That's what we used to call when you got detention at lunchtime and you had to go around and picking up rubbish. And school rubbish. Whew, that's disgusting rubbish, is what that is. I've got a slight dose of man flu this morning. I don't want to make a big thing about it. I'm just feeling that whole slightly flushed, bit of a congested, run down. But it's basically the way I always feel. But I just thought it's bad enough that I feel I like sharing it with you today. And so we've just had a report out of the UK that says, surprisingly, what can fix you in those situations. Oh, hang on, that's a slide from yesterday. That's probably what I am going to try. Not, to be fair, not tui. I mean, nobody drinks that, do they? But no, honey, apparently, is just as good as anything else. All those other pills and potions and things, even antibiotics, if it's just a cold or a cough, honey's just as good as anything else. Bit of relief. I don't know why you're supposed to use these things to get you... What's wrong with a spoon? You can't tell me that you're not going to get more honey sticking onto that than you actually want it in your thing or on your thing. That makes no sense to me. We've got robot news out of Russia today. Oh, there's another slide from... So you mentioned bees, and the samurai wasp wants to get in on the action again. I just thought it was worth putting that picture up again. Anyway, so the robots definitely coming if they're not already here. They're already in Russia. This one here is what they've come up with. So it looks almost... I really wonder if George Lucas has seen this, because if he has, I think he might have a case to get a little bit of IP off the Russians, because it looks pretty much like the forest walkers in Return of the Jedi, if you ask me. Anyway, it doesn't actually walk, it's stuck to this. But I think these things might move. And it controls this thing here. The point is, just because it doesn't move, they're making fun of it because it's very heavy and it doesn't really do anything and it looks like something from 1970. But if it connects to the internet, that's all it needs to do, doesn't it? Because then it can just, militarize your smart fridge and your TV and your toaster, and they'll kill you instead. Oh yeah, I've seen Number 5 isn't alive. I know what it's all about. Finally, so Spill 2, Return of the Killer Spill, is on today in Australia. Dutton's got the votes to make for a no confidence vote or something, and then there's Morrison and what's the other one's name? What's that lady's name? She's the one who's probably Bishop. She's probably going to win. So anyway, this all happens in the party room, which doesn't sound like a fun party to me. It's not like the party room at Chipmunk's, where is there going to be cake? Is there going to be hundreds and thousands sandwiches? Fairy bread. Will there be pizza? I mean, if there's pizza, I don't really care what happens, to be honest. You can take my job if you like. If you give me enough pizza, that's fine. Then that is my idea of a party. I am glennzb. We'll see what happens. Thank you so. I wonder if that's why they call it a spill, because it happens in the party room, and then as we all have from our experience in party rooms, they're pretty easy to wipe up. Spills. License to tell dad jokes. 2 licenses. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I will get some honey into me, and I'll see you back here again on Monday. Almost guarantee it.